Sorry to break away from Sports Central with Jamie Maggio.
For this breaking news, let's go upstairs to Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal over a CHP pursuit. Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal over a CHP pursuit. Desmond.
Yeah, Juan and Susie, just getting into a position here on the eastbound 101. This vehicle wanted for speeding, and they have definitely been doing just that, up to 100 miles an hour here. This vehicle speeding, and lights were out at one point. They've got their hazard lights on right now, though. Looks like a blue Toyota SUV. Actually, kind of hard to see the color. It might be really dirty there. Kind of strange, but this is CHP anyway that is in pursuit right now. You can see about 90 miles an hour. They had some spike strips set up at one point. Didn't hear if the suspect, if they got that far or if they were able to get that spike deployed on them. But, you know, here we go. Very quick pursuit here with a pretty aggressive, historically aggressive agency anyway. CHP from the West Valley in pursuit here, eastbound 101, headed towards the 405. Want Susie and Mike?
And we have Mike monitoring the situation from the desk as well. Mike, Desmond mentioned spike strips had already been set up. How long has this been going on now?
So it came out of Ventura County. Ventura County, we believe CHP was chasing it. They've just handed it off to the West Valley CHP office. We do know that they attempted to set up spikes. It was negative on the spikes, so he didn't hit them at all. He or she didn't, the driver didn't hit the spikes at all. And we do know that the original want, as Desmond mentioned, was just no lights and no plates. So vehicle code violations is the want here, but you can see as we are pushing 90 miles an hour eastbound on the 101 freeway, significantly more than that. Here's the thing though, there is no helicopter overhead. The CHP, LAPD, sheriff's units all down due to weather. Not necessarily in the valley, but where they come from, which is in the basin side. So if this guy stays in the valley, we'll be able to chase it, but I can tell you if he goes city side at all, we won't be able to follow it. So CHP behind it though, as Des mentioned, the hazards, the lights are on there. And yes, started out of Ventura County.
Yeah, as we're talking about, you know, Evelyn's been talking about this fog that's been rolling in all night, and that's exactly what we're talking about, those low clouds making the visibility very difficult for aircraft to fly in the air, for a chopper as well. So definitely a situation that is moving fast, and boy, it's been going so fast this entire time, as we've been talking about almost 100 miles per hour at times on the freeway here. And with their hazards on, which is interesting because usually when they're trying to evade police and get away from police and officers, they want to sort of be invisible, right? We'll see them actually turn their lights off. But it looks like they're drawing more attention by turning on these hazard lights.
And that's what they had done originally. I mean, that was part of the original want, is that they had no lights on. That clearly is not the case. And I can't tell, Des, I mean, I know the back of that car is really dirty. Does that even look like a California plate, or is that an out-of-state plate? Can you tell?
No, that's why I was doubling in. I think that is an out-of-state plate. I can't tell which one, but maybe New Mexico or Arizona or something. I don't believe that is a California plate. And yeah, it is a really, really dirty back end of this vehicle here. So yeah, you know, they got the hazards on, definitely helping them kind of stick out like a sore thumb, which is definitely strange. Sometimes, you know, these suspects are just not even maybe thinking that far, or, you know, what is going on in their mind. But, you know, we've already covered quite a bit of ground on the 101 if we've been coming from the Ventura County area, and just seems to be content to stick with the 101, and CHP content to stick right behind them. So yeah, and as you mentioned, you know, no helicopter, which is definitely going to be an advantage for this person. So we'll see, you know, how aggressive CHP wants to be with this person as far as giving them very much distance. Obviously, the more distance they have, and, you know, they make a turn and they don't have the eyes from the sky to help guide them in, or if they want to decide to get out and run, sometimes all it takes is 10 or 15, 20 seconds in a parking garage, and, you know, these suspects can slip away. So CHP likely, if they really want this person to stick with them, you can see a pretty close proximity now that we've crossed the 405. So next up will be the 101, 134. And even at this late hour, especially if he stays to the left lanes, he could encounter a little bit of traffic at that intersection. If he keeps to the right, that'll take him to the 101, and that'll go towards Universal City and Hollywood. The left-hand lanes will take us to the 134 and Burbank and Glendale.
And, you know, Desmond, we want to mention again the fog, and we were telling our viewers that law enforcement couldn't launch because of the fog on the basin side. You're able to fly because you're on the valley side, and the fog hasn't made it up into the valley at this hour yet, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're still actually pretty clear up here in the valley. I know that, like, the west side has been an issue even before the sun went down for us. We're not sure how, well, we're going to know here pretty quickly just how far the fog has moved in, if it's come over and blanketed the Cahuenga Pass, or, you know, how far east it's gone. A lot of times it kind of settles in towards downtown LA. You know, if it's really, if it's not too thick. But we're going to find all that out here in just a couple of minutes. As I look out the window, I could definitely see some clouds on the basin side, but we were slowing down a little bit. But yeah, it was actually 75, still between kind of 75, 80 miles an hour here. But yeah, just so crazy how filthy this vehicle is, and still trying to kind of see if we could make out what license plate that is there. Just
it's
barely
definitely out of state
here.
though,
We can
yeah.
almost see the numbers. Yeah, definitely not. I might be able to. This might just be a little bit too.
Oh, it's pretty. Ooh,
yeah.
pretty clear.
Yeah, that's about as good as we're gonna
254
get it there.
KSN.
KSN.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the number there. Maybe
KSN
Michael
254.
might be able to run that or something, and we can find out for sure what state that is. But yeah, I mean, we're still flying along here now already at Laurel Canyon. We were just at the 405 only a couple of moments ago, just widen out while we have this opportunity and see. And you know, maybe the suspect's actually going to get pretty lucky if they stick to the right-hand lanes. Like I said, it's not going to be an issue as far as traffic goes, but sometimes we get a little bit of a clog up there for the left-hand lanes, those lanes that go towards the 134. But seems pretty content on the right side of the roadway, which would take us to the Hollywood Freeway section of the 101.
So what's interesting really quick, guys, is CHP can't figure out what state it's from either. We're listening to that on the radio. They're also trying to figure out, they think maybe Idaho, although I don't think Idaho's plate setup, the way the dynamic works is 3 and 3. They're usually, I think, 2 and 5.
Look kind of blue.
Yeah, so
like a sky blue color.
I'm trying to look through some of them to see what they
like
could be. It could be actually a New York plate, maybe it kind of looks like. It's hard. It's a little bit hard to tell. Or, you know, but CHP sounds like they don't know what it is either. Now, Des, just because you know the freeways better than I, they can't at this rate. There's no way for them to go north 170 or north 5 from the 101, right? They can only go south on those freeways.
That's correct. Yeah, you can either go east 134 or south 101 as a direct connection to hit the north 170. Who would have had to get off there at Tahunga, or you could still get off at Vineland and do that too. But he's been on the freeway pretty much the entire time that we've heard about this. So yeah, here we go, south 101 now through Studio City, and we're going to see what kind of factor those clouds are going to be for us here.
Oh yeah.
Momentarily. I know my pilot Jeff is definitely considering that at the moment. And as we just zoom back in here, and the hazard lights on, just kind of almost like a look, here I am kind of deal, and not making too much of an attempt to get away at this point too. The speeds are definitely slowing down a little bit. And you know, we do have a larger SUV. I wouldn't really call this a gas guzzler so much, but we've covered a decent amount of ground, and we always wonder how much gas is in the tank, and you know, if he's running low or what the deal is. I mean, that might just be how CHP has to handle this if they don't want to do any pit maneuvers, or we haven't heard any other attempts as far as spike strips go. But yeah, speeds variable. We were up to 90 at one point, and now we're down into the 50s. So yeah, kind of strange. Got the light on him there from behind, from the unit behind him there, as we get ready to leave the San Fernando Valley. Unless he gets off of one of the next exits, we will be on our way to Hollywood.
And a very astute viewer in downtown Los Angeles, and then somebody on Twitter, Minnesota is what it looks like. And I just looked up what a Minnesota plate looks like, and then we believe that is what it is from. CHP just tried to run it through Idaho. They no record on file, and it looks like it's probably a Minnesota plate. You can tell because they've got that like picture of the state in the middle of it on the plate.
Minnesota.
So it looks like Minnesota. And that they're going to try to figure that out. But that means if we're this far into the chase, they don't know who the driver is. They don't even know who the registered owner is at this point if they've not been able to run the plate correctly.
Well, the original want being no plates and no lights, Mike, I mean, it makes you wonder what they're really running from, right? Because why would they not stop?
And they do have
also the fact that there's a plate on it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that was the initial want for us, was what we were told was no plates, but there is clearly a plate on there.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, but yeah, you don't run this hard. But then the speeds are all over the place too. I mean, we were going upwards of 100 miles an hour eastbound on the 101, and you know, now we're only going 50.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's a lot going on here with this person. The hazards are on. They're all over the road, like speed-wise, essentially. So yeah, it's hard to tell. But we're coming through the Cahuenga Pass, Des. But looks like it's clear for you.
Yeah, it looks like we're okay to go for now. We'll see how far down we're able to go, but we are able to go over the Cahuenga Pass right now and continue with this one, as we're now down to just about 55 miles an hour, and don't really think there's going to be much in the way of traffic to slow down the suspect if they want to keep with this roadway. And I mean, I'm wondering if that's, Minnesota dirt that is on the back of this vehicle here, just because it is so caked up. That's kind of the kind of dirt that you would see if you go to the snow. You have snow and dirt on the back of the
brine
windshield.
Exactly.
from the road.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if this person, just got here, pretty recently from what would be quite a long drive most of the way across the country if that's where they came from. But yeah, definitely in need of a car wash to get that stuff off. And it's so caked on there. Not even sure how well he can see out his rearview mirror. I'm sure he can see the lights. That's not going to be an excuse for the person. Those are awfully bright red and white lights there from CHP, and of course they're calling over the loudspeaker as well. Just so bizarre that we have the hazards on and speeds picked up maybe just a little bit, but at least we haven't seen a ton in the way of dangerous driving. There was one little maneuver right when he came to air where he kind of cut out of a lane at the last second, but no crazy right shoulder driving or 100 miles an hour or zigging and zagging, cutting a lot of people off. Just for whatever reason, not stopping and keeping his hazard lights on as we're on our way to Hollywood.
And the failure of not having a license plate, I checked, not all states require a front license plate, but I just checked. Minnesota, just like California, does require most vehicles to have a license plate on both the front and the rear. So maybe they saw a missing front plate and then
very possible. Maybe that was the violation. It does sound like they've also figured it out. It was Minnesota and they've run it. So hopefully they at least know who the registered owner is. It sounds like it came back clear, no wants or warrants on it. So yeah, I mean, you have no idea why people are running, especially if they're freshly here from Minnesota, what brought them here, all of those other things that the CHP is going to try to figure out. But for now, they're just kind of chasing this guy. Now, we haven't heard anything else about spike strips. Obviously, 101 in Ventura County is a much more reasonable place to try to do spike strips on the freeway. But doing it now that we're coming through the Cahuenga Pass into Hollywood and then to downtown, that's going to be much more difficult to try to get those set up. So we'll see how long they want to, do that before trying again.
And you said they attempted, but
they
it failed.
Yeah, they had them set up back way at, I think they had it at Parkway Calabasas, is where they had it set up, and it didn't. He drove around it, or whatever the situation was, it was not effective.
And if he's from Minnesota, he may not be familiar where he's going on our freeways, right? Not be familiar where he's headed, and he's just running from police at this time.
Which, to your point, makes sense why we've only been going on one freeway the whole time. We haven't gotten off on surface streets. We've just been 101. Yeah. 101 turned in, went southbound. He just bended with it. Really hasn't tried to make any moves to get off or go anywhere else, which is, to your point, probably because he doesn't know where he's going.
There's so many things, that we're wondering about right now. Why this person is driving with their hazards on if they're evading police or the CHP. And why are they running from authorities if this is only a want for no lights and no plates, as we have found out that there are plates on this car, very dirty, but the car is very dirty too. But we do know that there are license plates from Minnesota on this car, and the lights are clearly on now, but we wonder why they're still running from authorities. What is going on beyond that? Could it have been something in Minnesota that happened that they are running from?
And is the driver the registered owner, Mike? It could.
Yeah, I mean, at least they know who that person is now, it sounds like. I mean, whether or not that's the person, as you point out, whether or not that is the person behind the wheel, who knows. But they've at least been able to identify a registered owner, and they can try to do some backtracking work to figure it out. But, the fact that, and there goes the CHP unit past them, I wonder if they're going to try to set something up ahead of them. But the fact that the car came back at least, clear is a good indication here of what they're dealing with. So we'll have to continue to try to figure that out here now as we come 101 through Westlake almost district here in East Hollywood.
And Desmond, what's it looking like up there? Are you still okay and clear?
It looks like we're okay for now. I think going west is what would be a problem. I definitely see kind of a wall of clouds kind of creeping over the Hollywood area, but I'll just widen out and show you the situation for us and for him, and maybe a little bit of traffic up here. Actually, I think that's going to be CHP holding the off-ramp, it looks like, or the on-ramps, just to make sure that no one gets involved in this, which could also possibly be a sign of a spike strip if they wanted to get that aggressive. We've definitely seen CHP do that before on the freeway. It can be very complicated and obviously requires even more perfect timing than if they were to do it on surface streets. But they're holding the Vermont on-ramp there, one of the more congested ramps, it looks like, to give them some space. And yeah, I mean, yeah, this definitely could be a spike. I mean, we saw that unit go, way up ahead of him if he was going to run that break or set up a spike strip unknown at this point. I think they probably transferred to another frequency, so I'm not hearing very much radio
Yeah,
chatter
Des,
at
they're
the
on
moment,
the blue
but,
right now.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. I will get that locked in when I get a chance up here, but holding another ramp right there, and yeah, there you can see, so the Benton Way on-ramp. So we're going to be down and getting into the heart of downtown LA, and where, you know, I mean, it wouldn't really do much, as we've seen, doesn't do too much good to have a helicopter anyway, so it's really going to be up to the units on the ground to bring this one to an end. And probably, maybe, you know, maybe best case at this point is if he decides to get on an off-ramp, then CHP can just come right in with a pit maneuver and get this over with.
So Des, they did have a spike set up, and they're saying that he possibly hit the spike. So I know you and I were both looking for it, so it must have been set up somewhere. But they're trying to figure out whether or not he did, and that would be ideal. I mean, they've got the road so blocked off because they're running a brake behind him now, and he's, you know, only going 50 miles an hour, so he's not catching up to anything in front of him. That would be, you know, ideal if they were able to get him to slow down enough, as you mentioned, to do a pit maneuver here, even though we're on the freeway. Now, we are going 50 miles an hour. I don't know if these cars, this type of car, it's a Toyota Highlander, a 2022 Toyota Highlander, has run flats on them, or, you know, what that situation is. But if he did hit the spike, he's not slowing down really much at all, or certainly not as much as they would have liked him to be.
Yeah, definitely. I don't believe these typically come with run flats, and maybe that's a, you know, pretty expensive option from the dealer. They are definitely very expensive tires as they are. But yeah, I mean, that must have been a very well hidden spike there, because I mean, it didn't even see it unfurled or anything. But yeah, a couple of other units that were pulled over as well. As we're just kind of looking ahead, I'm kind of thinking that the clouds may become a problem here once we get into the downtown area, but we'll see how much we can stick with this here, as we are coming right into downtown LA. Here we are at the 101, 110 at the dreaded 4-level interchange, which is, you know, pretty wide open at this point. And boy, I'm not sure if the speedometer there, okay, yeah, it was kind of freaking out there, but now we're still down to, I think, you know, kind of reasonable speeds. We're definitely not going 140 here, but I think you can kind of see the clouds starting to come in our shot. So yeah, I think we're all going to be holding right here, and unfortunately, unless this guy turns around, this might be it for our shot, but we'll hold this as long as we can as he continues now through the heart of downtown LA, Mike.
Yeah, and Des, as we, you know, kind of watch this go off into the distance, obviously we want to let our viewers know that we've got to be safe in order to be able to get through all of this. Now, it'll be the first time, really, though, if he continues on the 101, that he's going to have to make his own decisions about where he's going to go. The entire time, they have been able to just follow the 101 directly through, all the way from Ventura County now into the downtown Los Angeles area. As we continue to move through here, those CHP units right behind him, no helicopter overhead. We're going to continue our coverage here on CBS LA on Channel 9. We're also going to join our viewers on CBS Los Angeles Channel 2.
Okay, we're trying here.
And breaking news, SkyCal is over a CHP pursuit. Desmond Shaw is live in SkyCal with more. And Desmond, I know the visibility is very foggy out there as we start to maybe lose this shot, huh?
Yeah. It sure is, Ruta Bay. In fact, my pilot Jeff saying we need to be getting out of here, as we were right by Union Station. You can see the Metro headquarters. That was right around where we lost that suspect there that was on the southbound 101. He was headed towards the 10 freeway. It looked like he was in the left-hand lane, so might be going towards the 10 San Bernardino freeways. You can see that big wall of clouds that are right there that hampered us. We were able to make it all the way down here, but basically from East LA and then all the way towards the west, we have a ton of clouds right now, which unfortunately is going to preclude us from getting the end of this pursuit unless the suspect you know, suddenly decides to turn around and come back towards this direction. But I know we had some earlier video to show you there, and there were definitely some spike strip attempts. There was even one on the freeway. It was just not clear if the suspect hit them or not. They were kind of in the middle of the roadway. I didn't even see those spike strips coming up, and you know, sometimes it can take the tires quite a bit of time to deflate and actually have an impact on the suspect. So not clear if they hit those spikes, but CHP being, you know, kind of typically aggressive on that one, a spike strip on the freeway. You know, if they do get off the freeway, probably going to see a pit maneuver attempt or something. But unfortunately for us, we're not going to be able to get it here. As give you a little bit of a shot there with the skid of downtown LA as we're kind of fleeing back to a safe area here, Ruta Bay.
Yeah, of course, that is paramount and our priority. Desmond, thank you so much.